Bank of America CEO is warning of a United States of America U.S. default. This is Bank of America CEO. It's not like just, some random dude on the street. And I know a lot of you, cue the fire for a second time, are going to say, does this mean that we're all going to die? And I say, I don't know. For me, I would just like to die peacefully. But also, cue the fire again. My lead story wasn't even like what the CEO is saying out in the open. This isn't even like you're at a bar and you're like, yeah, I think everything's going to go down like a dumpster fire. I want to talk about the stock market that is so overbought right now. And I have insiders that are telling you 3 months of market pain ahead. And I'm going to show you in the charts that they're probably right. And since I am in a bank right now, the charts are showing us that loans, because that's what happens at banks. You go get a loan. The loans are tightening, like tighter than you hug your girlfriend at night right before she deflates. But coming in from breaking news, Brian, that's this guy, CEO Brian here. Hi, Brian. Brian, also squirrels, S&P up. You guys may want to take your profit, man. I know I've had that trade going for a while, but I'm just feeling it in my bones. Bank of America, I'll get to that. More on my bones in a minute. Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan warns to prepare. Okay, you guys ready? All right, let's do this. Prepare for U.S. debt default. I cannot believe a CEO of Bank of America is saying this. U.S. debt default. Do you have any idea the repercussions of something like that? Well, I do. And imagine if that was just your Black Swan event that we see it. We're like, oh, come on. They're gonna kick the can. They're gonna raise the debt ceiling. Blah blah blah. You have a CEO saying like, maybe not. And he is probably a little bit more in the know than I am or you are. So I'm just saying, man, that would be a frightening day, especially if you hold bonds. Hi. Yeah, Bravo's going to lose a lot of money. And a recession. What recession? Our economy is strong as hell. That will drag down corporate earnings. It is all in our faces. And yet that darn short squeeze is taking a lot of people's shorts right off. Because over the last 2 weeks, it has been bear hunting season relentless. Which I need to show you. Also, my nat gas up 4.4%. Is it time? I don't know. I have to look at it. I haven't looked at it today. But looking at your beloved S&P 500 that I bought right there, and I closed, there was a Fed speak, closed it, reopened it, made a profit, then made even more profit because it was down, and I bought it, and then it went up that day. You guys are at a 9 count. This is on the S&P 500. And whenever you hit 9 counts, look, 9, it sells off. Now, I know on the MACD, okay, you still have some more room, but guys, let's not be too greedy on this play. Looking RSI, you are in almost an overbought. I always get that one confused. Nothing like the Qs. So if you are currently holding the NASDAQ, you might want to take some profit off because this doesn't happen. Rarity, see? Look, did it happen anywhere? Huh? Way back there, October, November. Yeah, that was November 2021. So, and what happens when it goes up? Okay, yeah, it comes down. You want to know what happened there? Right here. Let me pull this down. And here, I'll show you. See, it went down. And actually, this was a 9 count right there. And it's like, no, we're going to keep going. The more you stretch that rubber band, the worse it's going to hit you on the way down. There was a 9. Oof, that was so ugly. Here was a 9. Boop. And here's your 9 now. And you're currently in pink. It's okay. You can be in pink. It's just this brown area that I'm concerned about, which that's your Lux Algo. If you go into the pink, you're okay. You go into the brown, all right, you've went too far. And since I have you on the line, okay, this is that nat gas play. I've just been like sitting back and waiting. See, 9. Oh, you got a 1. Let's turn on my Bravo indicator and see, are we getting in? Oh my goodness. Let me clear out all those other indicators. And that was that left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Still have some ways to go. Now let's take a look. Let's just zoom in for you and see. You got to get above that red line. One candle above. I know you're excited. You want to get some. And I don't know if you can see exactly where you got rejected, right? Okay, this is still a no-no zone. Also, if you are interested, this is called a swing trade. We've been waiting for this. I just pick one and I'm like, all right, we'll wait for this one. I'm like, this is going to be the sweetest swing trade. Look at this. I'm just waiting. We've been waiting a long time since last year on this swing trade. It is not yet. But if you want to learn how to swing trade, when it gets above that right full candle, you put in a buy. But you better know how to trade because you're under the 200, so it may not last long. Just like the price of my swing trading course, where it's only 300, it's going up. That is still ridiculously too cheap. I am going to raise my bear market course to 400, my swing trading to 400, and my watch list, the bear market. I haven't raised that one yet to keep up with my swing trading watch list. Just call me OCD. I like everything nice and neat. Oh, also my Crypto Stock University course. That one, they're all going up. And that will also mean I will have to delete that $199 for all my courses, 4 payments. That will go away too, because everyone will be like, wow, that's really inexpensive. What is this? Disinflationary? Fed loan officers paints dire picture. Well, I have the picture for you, and it looked on it from me, my angle, it's dire. Loan standards approaching record tightness as loan demand plummets, meaning you're like, why do I want a loan? I don't have any money. Oh, and just in case you want to see the charts of these loan officers' opinions, okay, this was 08, 09, right? Tight, all right? This is when we're all on the lockdown. Well, guess what? We're getting right back up there again, where everyone with brains is telling you something really bad is about to happen, and I don't want to loan you any money, especially something like this. This is the red line. It looks great, right? Oh my gosh, we must be doing really good. No, that red line's your credit card debt, all-time high, forever and ever. Well, the green line, is that good or bad? That would be bad. That's actually your savings account, which is now officially gone. And as Bloomberg says, Vincent observed, tighter credit likely will drive slower spending. Yes, that's just welcome to a recession that we'll never be in because government officials are not allowed to use that word. A reduction in risk. I mean, how could you not be? Oh my gosh. A reduction in risk and the potential for a Fed pivot sooner rather than later to avoid a potential recession. And is it me, or was that sentence really bad? Or shortened a potential I don't even know. We're in a recession. We're going to go into one. I know even some people are like, look at the stock market. Look at the jobs report. Okay. All right. Yeah, I give up here. Forget it. Just believe everything that everything they tell you. That would be more good news for bond bulls. Yes. That TLT play that I've talked about for almost a year. That would be April Fool's Day. I can finally close that position. In a recession, those go up. When it comes to inflation and deflation or disinflation, TLT goes up. Inflation, it goes down. I think we are in a disinflationary, just how the whole system's set up, how it always has been, disinflation. I know your eggs are expensive. I get it. I'm just saying globally, it's deflationary. And then it becomes very inflationary when they're like, hey, Janet or Jerome or whatever hat they're wearing at the time, let's make a lot of bonds and do a lot of bonds and give the people stimmies. That'll work. But right now, after that all happened, okay, and everything went, you guys all went and spent it. Great. Congratulations. Well, that's over. Now you have tighter credit conditions. So good luck getting that loan now. And actually, like before, when you're able to get that car loan, which that's not going to look too well, everyone was like just loaded with money. It looked amazing. You could buy a Lamborghini and you're working at McDonald's, which the auto industry could end up being that Lehman Brothers moment, that black swan event with all of these car loans and all the repos. They can't even find enough people to hire to go get the cars that are upside down. They stopped paying. It's almost like California and people, behind on their rent for 7 years now? Oh, can't kick them out because they might have a virus. But if you've been holding off on buying that car, keep a holding. I mean, prices are like, woo! Oh, and just in case you want the exact number, this is for December, okay? This is last year. December auto loan performance deteriorates almost 30, I'm just going to round it here, almost 30% from a year ago. Not just that, severe delinquencies, right? Up 7%, increasing month by month. Oh, and by the way, you want to know what it dates back to and what it's copying? 2006. Remember? 2006, it was good. Okay. 7, not so good. 8, oh my gosh. Let me just ask you this. Do you think it's going to get more gooder or more worser? I'm going to go with the more worser side, especially when I see articles like this coming in from a market strategist. That would be David Rosenberg. Wait until 2024, okay, to turn bullish. And just to let you know, how many bottoms of a stock market has there ever been in a Fed tightening cycle that you're currently going through? Here, I'll help you with this. 0, not one time. So if you think that we hit the bottom, well, you got another thing coming. But it doesn't mean that you can't make money in the interim, right? I'm going to swing this all day long, but I'm going to be like, okay, I think that's it. And then I will take money off the table. And then I'm going to click the short button, which you learn about in my bear market course, and I make money going down. That is why I had to create 2 courses. A swing trading, which was bull market, swing up, bear market, swing down, but with patterns. There, you're welcome. Also, I had to separate the courses because people teaching this in high school. That was the one thing kids would get lost. Wait, I'm so confused. You make money going down? I don't get it. All right, I knew there. I got to separate these. Same thing with crypto. Some people are like, why don't you just put them all in? You'd be so lost. They'd be like, why don't you just throw in options too? Wait until 2024 to turn bullish. What year is this? 2023. So you got this year. You got to go through the pain. But just, enjoy the squeezes. Turn bullish on U.S. stocks after the S&P 500 drops 30% from here, okay? And just in case you wanted to know where that was, so you see that little, again, that little flag? These are scary. Like, I'm not going to be greedy. When I see this thing flip, which is getting pretty close, I should probably be taking profit. Also, if you guys are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if those things converge and diverge on the MACD and you haven't taken profit or gotten out at least half the position on that one, crazy. But zooming out and wow, look at this. I cannot believe this price target on this broadening wedge. It's that red one up there. I know that actually beats all-time high. I wouldn't hold your breath. Just in case, if you want to put up David's line on the chart at 30%. Sorry, I went 29.9. Just what it's going to be is basically when I launched my swing trading course right there on the way up. So basically you're going to give back everything above that 200-day moving average. You see, when you get above it, in my opinion, 200, that's my line in the sand. Anything above that, same thing with the computers. The computers are like, we're above the 200. We're bullish. I'm just, again, my gut on this trade just tells me no. Again, I just trade based on lines. Actually, David's pulling this down. It hits that blue one that I've had up for quite a long time. That would be your support and resistance. That is actually goes back a very long time, and that is not resistance. That will absolutely be support. If you could see this, look at this. See? It goes all the way back. You want to know how far back that line goes? Well, pretty far back. And let me just give you the exact date. That would be February 2009, all the way up. So actually a pullback right to that blue line at 3,000 doesn't seem like too much of a, I can't believe that. I'd believe that. All right, but bringing it back with a little bit more balance, I'm bringing on JP Morgan Chase. You're like, these are all just banks, man. You can't trust any of them. Just trust the charts. We advise to use the current strength in order to reduce exposure, okay? That means take your profit off the table, dum-dum. JP Morgan Chase, Marco. You want to see Marco? Everyone say hello, Marco. Hello, Marco. JP Morgan calls latest stock rally a bear market trap. And I say I'm going to agree with him. I think there is way more pain in the future. Yes, I'm going to make the money right now. Okay, I'm not just sitting on the sidelines. My life would be very boring. And I know a lot of you are like, I'm just going to wait till the market crashes, right? The markets don't crash. Housing markets don't crash. They just kind of, flop around going down. I mean, it's almost impossible to crash. Number one, they have a system set up, the computers, anything 5%, go home, take a breather. Also, there's just so many people in the market that we make money going down. We make money going up. You get short squeezes. It pops. You got to cover. See, we're all making so much money going up and down. Paper trading on this channel, not financial advice. We make so much money going up and down, and there's so many people involved. It's really hard just to, throw it out of the window. I mean, you could, like looking at your savings account, right? You had so much money in your savings account. What did you do? Your dad, what did you do here? Look at your room. It was just clean like 5 minutes ago. And now your credit card debt. What are you doing? So yeah, I think this is the only thing being thrown out the window. But that's your fault. And also, last but not least, your beloved Bitcoin. Some of you guys asked, so what's going on with that? I still think, see that red line? I think that's going to be resistance. I think you popped right out of this falling wedge. That was your price target was there. It kept going. I don't know. It's defying all gravity, all laws of human nature. I have not purchased in this zone whatsoever. I could be completely wrong. You could be right on this one. I'm just waiting for the last pullback. We will see. And I told you that white line, I will be in Bitcoin before it hits that white line. There's a trend line down there. And we do have some kind of some bad news. Just letting you know, crypto exchange Binance will suspend US dollar transfers. But that is just macro. I follow the charts. If the charts say no, you can't touch that, bravo, I do not touch that. Actually, if you're kind of itching to touch something, can you hit the subscribe button? That would be great. Much appreciated. So you can see my annoying face, maybe even tomorrow, which sounds frightening. But thank you guys for making it to the very end. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.